This land is your land. This land is my land. From California, well, to the New York Island. From the Redwood Forest.
Hello, this is Markie's World, and I'm Markie Shinn, your host. And my guest today is Johnny B. and his beautiful wife, Iretta.
Thank you.
They are famous jazz singers or blues singers. So thank you so much for being here. And I want you to tell the people out there the things that you all are doing.
Well, as I said, and we spoke earlier, we're international blues entertainers and performers, and we are internationally known now. We've been doing a lot of great stuff, working all over Jackson, Mississippi, and all over different states doing our music. We have original sounds that we do, and we also do some cover tunes from time to time. I've been nominated as one of the Mississippi Blues Women in Holly Springs, Mississippi.
Can I interrupt just 1 minute?
Mm-hmm.
I had to say this because this is how I came across them, is that their names have been just, I mean, everybody's chattering about them everywhere, and I was like, who are these people? And I just had to contact them, and she was so nice enough to just respond to me. I was just surprised because so many people know them. They are known worldwide. Trust me, you are really should be honored that they're here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. But how did you two get together?
Well, I'll let Johnny tell that story because he tells it better than I do.
Well,
That's right.
I met her in Casablanca. It was a place called Casablanca, and it was a place where it was heavy jazz going on, and a lot of upscale people, like rich people, used to be limos and
Oh, wow.
fuzz over there. But anyways, I was old enough to start hanging out there myself. And
So you all been together for quite some time.
it's 33 years.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We got together in 86. In fact, it was 86 when she walked in that door.
Oh, okay.
And she sat down, and the guy friend was talking, and guys was coming up to her.
Wait a minute. Did you take her from somebody?
Mm,
Oh, well, shit. Wait a minute now. We gotta have
I get
Not really.
Okay, that's another episode.
but
You said girlfriend.
but the players at the time, the players, they was coming up on her, and they was walking back away till they see. And I knew the people that was, and they was some heavy cats.
Oh, okay.
And the lady that was working the bar, she seen me grow up. She used to work there, and I asked her, did she know her? And she said, no, I don't know her, Johnny. I seen her come around. So I said, watch me go over here. And we walked out together.
We ended up leaving the place together. And,
Yeah.
and pretty much the rest is history.
The rest
Oh, that is so
history.
great. Isn't that wonderful?
Well, how I knew that we was gonna actually link. At the time, I didn't know she was singing. So I was playing guitar at the time. But it was just when we got together and started living together. And, I had my own house, but I used to go by her house all the time. And I had a bass guitar in the bedroom, just thumping around on it. And she was out there cooking or something. But she came in the room and started singing. That hit me right here.
Oh.
And when I said, one day, we gonna be, and it went on and on and on and on and on, and then eventually up in Chicago, here, she started hanging out with me and sitting in with me, and some of the artists that I was playing with, because I played with many artists here too, and but in '99 we decided to leave Chicago. We had 3 kids was coming up, and we just decided to leave Chicago. So we went up north to Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And when we went down there, that's when it really happened. We started going out as a team. You know, I put on the mic. And
After
just
the
let
kids
it
get a
go.
little older. And
Yeah,
Well,
after the
yeah.
kids grew up, basically.
Yeah, basically, they, you know.
I mean, we were still doing band while they were in school, but I wasn't at liberty to take it on full force.
time.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm doing now. So
Well, I really like the fact that you all are so strong together. Body language.
Yeah.
Body language.
Yeah.
And you got great body language.
Thank you.
That's the one thing
Yeah.
that I was saying that I noticed with you all.
yeah,
the
it
body
even
language.
shows on stage because when we're doing
In your
performances, I mean, you know, especially a lot of I would say married couples and couples, they love to see that togetherness. You know, let's see what he's gonna say. Well, let's see how she responds. So you see people sitting out there, see that's the way you're supposed to do. You know, so I mean, it's great. You know, being able to work with your husband because
Yeah, that is.
I never thought in a million years that I would be able to work with him, you know, especially on music and stuff. But now that we've, you know, started doing it over the years, and it only gets better and better,
It's
you
getting
know.
really better.
Johnny, he mostly conducts and I would say correspond all the music. You know, I do a lot of writing, you know, original stuff. So that's how we're going overseas.
One person does one and the other picks up on the other things. You work together.
Yeah.
I like that so much.
Feed off each other, yeah.
My little babies. I just adopted them. They are just. Well, what type of songs are these? You said rhythm and blues, right?
Yeah.
What's some of the songs that you all like the most that you've sung that you really did good on?
That's original?
Well, I
Or
mean,
just
anything,
cover
just-
tune? Oh, wow. This is...
it goes on, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I have some songs that I love. Coco Taylor. She was a Chicago blues queen,
Right.
and she did her first hit was Wang Dang Doodle. I know a lot of older people know about that song.
Now, when you say Coco Taylor, remember she bought a place. This is the place that I was telling you all about.
Well, I played Coco Taylor Room one time.
Oh,
when
okay.
it was Coco Taylor.
Yeah, well, it is,
now
yeah.
it's a different name.
That's the one I was
But
talking
anyway, she was one of the mentors that I took on and started to study as a blues singer, as blues artist, because I mean, Coco, when you're talking about going deep in raw gutted blues, I mean, she was she was just phenomenal on that mic. And so the first song that I learned back in 1965 at 8 years old in the South, because I was born in Tunica, Mississippi, and my family migrated to Chicago. But the first song I learned was Wang Dang Doodle, and I still do that song to this day. And I used to come on the set with him on the west side, and when I come in, they were saying, "Here go the Wang Dang Doodle lady." It wasn't my song.
so
you know.
sweet.
Yeah, so you know, she's one of my mentors. Along with the other blues singers, there are great artists around Chicago area now, like West Side Mary Lane and Nora Jean Brousseau. Those women I have had been on stage with and sung and entertained with, you know, and just hanging out with. Sometime like last night, I was with Tracy Adams and Brenda Taylor, you know, at Buddy Guy. So, you know, once you get out in the field of music, and Johnny Heaton played with so many legends, you know. I mean, he played with Johnny Kristen, what's that other guy, Lindsay Alexander, he's the Hoochie Coochie Man here.
Oh, I remember.
Johnny B. Moore is a great another artist.
Wow.
So, I mean, he had the privilege to play with all those guys before we started.
Well, like I said, your name precedes yourselves, because I've heard so much about you all. I was like, who are these people? Because your name comes up so often. And you all have the pleasure of meeting these people. It is unbelievable. And they are, as you can tell, they're wonderful people. They have beautiful personalities. They are just amazing. Amazing. So what do you all do when you, so let's say like you got a gig. Is that what they call them?
Yeah,
You got a gig. Or is that too? Oh, is that?
No, that's not on time.
Okay.
It's a gig.
It's a gig. You got a gig. And so when you all do you do any, is anybody a musician? Do you play any music, or do you both get up and sing? How does that work?
You talking about while we out working?
Yeah, or
Normally
you
what happens, well, when I text the guys, we finna get down, I say, hey, we on deck tonight.
Okay. That's your band.
That's our phrase.
Band. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Normally I will open up, 3 or 4 songs and then let her do her thing.
Oh,
That's how we've been
so
doing
do you
it.
all have any love songs that you do together?
Well, Sweetest Woman is one I recorded on my album, Blues Club Jumping. Yeah.
Mine, I actually wrote a song
And all
called
that good love.
The Candy Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I say the Candy Man can when no other man can.
Who's the candy?
I had a candy. I had his arm candy all night.
Oh, that is so sweet.
But yeah, the Candy Man is an original song, and it's one when I first started singing, all the ladies loved it. Oh, they loved it because it's they talking about, hey, I got a Candy Man, and I would reach out and say, do you have a candy? They'd be like, yeah, I got a Candy Man. So yeah, but it's a lot of fun doing music and
because your audience, that's a fun audience for R&B. That audience is really alive, like, aren't they?
yeah, most of the time, we have people up dancing and moving around and clapping and yapping. I mean, they're having fun.
Yeah, that's what I say. They're kind of like the most let loose type audience that you could get. That can tell if a person is doing well or not.
Well, I love with my wife a lot for that. She have an energy on stage that really people's just drawn to. She like a magnet.
I know she is.
Draw to.
I know because she
Takes nothing away from it.
It's what I'm talking about. It's like they're
It's
just
just the
wonderful.
truth. It's the truth.
I know it is because I've spoken to her. I could tell. And then she just talks and talks and talks. I said, I wonder if Johnny B is gonna talk like that.
No, I don't.
Well, he's more or less Johnny.
But you know what? But he's not. One thing I will say about it, he's not quiet though.
Right.
Right. He's not a sit back and like, okay, dear, okay, dear.
Right,
okay, dear.
right.
Yeah, he talks. He speaks up for himself, and he talks.
Yeah, he keeps me in line. I tell you, because he's like I would say like he's that whip behind. Okay, baby, get it up, So he keeps me going, and even in the music, when we're doing music, sometimes I might not be feeling. No musician's 100% all the time. We have our days. Some days are better than others, just like any other normal life of person. But he said, okay, I rather, you need to pick it up here. You let it down here a little. So he gives me a lot of inspiration. I think that if it hadn't been for my husband, me being a blues entertainer woman I am in such high demand, it wouldn't have happened.
It takes a combination. People have to meet the right people. It takes a combination, and it's no coincidences on anything. And like the Highlander says, there can only be one. So you all met your only one. That's what I think. That's how I think about
my
it.
soulmate.
Yeah, well, it's true. I'm not planning on going nowhere, darling.
I took my vows seriously,
Yes.
So that last number roll around, I'll be sticking right here with old Johnny B.
And you said that you had 3 children. You got 3 children?
Yes, we have
3.
2 sons and a daughter.
A daughter, okay.
Together,
Do any of them, do they sing? Are they in the arts and entertainment?
Well, our son, he's talking about it, doing some, but these kids are a whole different world from us.
Yeah.
They want to do rap and, so, I tell them, well, follow their hearts, whatever.
But some of the rap, I come up from an age where it's smooth jazz. I like smooth jazz. That's what I've always liked. But I have heard some of the rap is kind of good, as long as it's not nasty or say nasty, but
degrading.
Long as it's not. I even like Tupac. I like Tupac.
I love Tupac.
And it's some of them that I do like I like some of Snoop Dogg. I like. I saw him one day. I saw him at the corner one day, and you know how you at the stop sign.
Really?
And I was thinking, and I could have. My mind just went off, and then I looked. Then I looked at him, and he looked at me, and I said, and then he did. This is what he did. He started laughing. I said,
that's Snoop.
yeah, I said, oh, he seemed to be a nice person. That's as far as I know of him. But yeah, he seemed to be a nice person. But he has some songs that are kind of geared to steppers songs, and I like that. I love steppers music. I love steppers music.
Well, you know, I like all types of music. I like classical, jazz, rock. I listen to it all, and some I study all because I sing jazz, blues, R&B, gospel. You know, if I'm in church, I had to do gospel song a few weeks ago. So, you know, I never have a demeanor on where I'm singing.
Me neither. I do kind of. I have my favorites, you know, but I do like. I can listen to all types of music.
Like you in your, you know, you might like to interview certain people. You know, you might like poets and artists. You know, people. But then you know you got room for other
people,
other stuff. So that's where I am with my music.
Yeah.
So
where are you gonna go from now? From here?
Well, starting in April, we're going to be busy in Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
We're doing some festival down. We just did the King Biscuit Blues Festival last October, which is a big blues festival in the States.
Oh, wow.
We're doing the Juke Joint Blues Festival in Clarksdale. We've been there 3 years straight, right? 3 years straight to be this year.
Yeah. Wow.
And then, like I said, I did a Women in Blues thing up in Memphis, Tennessee in January. We're getting ready to go to Florida in May, like the middle part of May, for another Women in Blues showcase. And we'll be getting on a plane from there to Switzerland. And when we get over in Switzerland, then we'll be boarding another plane to go to Italy.
Wow.
And we'll be over there for like 2 to 3 weeks. So, we'll come back from off tour. Then we'll be going to California for another festival. So this year's going to be real busy.
I just got lucky. I really got lucky to get with you all. Oh my God.
It was met. It was meant to be.
Oh my goodness. That is. So by the time you all come back from all of that, then I better hurry up and get your autograph now, right?
Right. You got first choice.
Oh my God.
And even out in TV land, they got first choice. Just to even get the
we were talking about the talent release. Well, you're going to have to put some hope. To Markie. Oh, that is. Oh my God. Yeah, because like I say, your name's just been buzzing around so much in the city of Chicago that I said I have to meet these people. And I'm the one who had reached out and got in touch with them because, you know, when you're going to go for the best, you got to go ahead and, I'd like to just go ahead and climb to the top right then and there.
Thank you, Markie. Yeah. I also didn't mention we was also in, what was that, Blues and Rhythm magazine last year. This was for 2018, but in the UK.
Oh, wow.
A guy came over and interviewed us, and so we made the magazine over there, and they had Under the Radar. You know, and I said, I like that. Under the Radar. That means, Johnny said, hey, that means they're looking at us over there too, you know. So now we're going.
UK really pay attention to the UK because they are so powerful right now that about 60% of the people on television, on these television shows, are actually from the UK. You don't know they have their British accents, but we didn't know this. You know, a lot of these people we think are American are actually English, or you know, from.
I noticed that. I was talking to my wife. Remember about that?
And a lot of the singers are now that you really like are from there. You know, but the UK is really becoming they're very talented people, and they're spilling into America. And if they're watching you, there might be something very good there. Because America is watching you too.
Right. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I love it. The fact that, you know, they are taking an interest in us because over there they love the blues. You know, any when we're doing festival, all the people come from Australia, France, Italy. They come over here to these festivals to hear the blues. When you're up singing, you know, and playing, they want to hear the blues.
I go to a lot of them too, and I'll tell you all about those, you know, later on. Where I go to, and I'd like for you all to go there. Probably next time. So when's the next time you're going to get here?
For Chicago?
Well, we have to find...
That'll be about another year, huh?
Well, we have to find, you know, some weeks in between these gigs.
Oh, yeah, because you have to, because they are from Chicago, and their family is here from Chicago. So
but right now, I'm thinking maybe August. Because there's a woman that I'm working with here. She's the overseer of the Queens of Rhythm and Blues here in Chicago, and she has also reached out to me like you did on Facebook, and she pulling me in. I was with her last night. She wants us to be one of the queens for Chicago too. So she said, "Oh, I rather just because you live in Jackson, that don't mean you can't be a queen." I said, "Well, all right, you know." So
well, that is so true. You're a queen wherever you are.
She's setting it up, you know, for like August for a big show for her the Queens of Women in Blues here in Chicago. Well,
we hope to see Iretta and Johnny B here again in August. Which is, I really hope so, because I don't want this relationship to end. I really
gotta keep it
care
hot.
about them now. Yeah, they are just wonderful. They're wonderful people, and we have to do this again with them as well. So we're gonna wrap things up right now, and anything you need to say, you want to say?
It wasn't 20 and 19, and I'm just riding around town signifying, and I won't even let it ride. Mustang Sally, oh Sally, I think you better slow that old Mustang down. Slow it down, yeah. Cause you've been riding all over this town. I think I'm gonna put your back feet on the ground. Your feet on the ground. Let's do it again, y'all. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. Ride, Sally, ride. Yeah. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. Ride, Sally, ride. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. Ride, Sally, ride. 'Cause one of these early mornings, you're gonna wipe your weeping eyes. Your weeping eyes. I said I gave him all my money, and he acted like it came as a gift. You know I work hard for my money, girl. On a 12-hour shift. Mustang Sally, hey Sally, I think you better slow that old Mustang down. Yeah, slow down. Alright, 'cause you've been riding all over this town. I think I'm gonna put your back feet on the ground. Your feet on the ground. Let's do it one more time. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. Come on. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally. One of these early mornings, you're gonna be wiping your weeping eyes.
To the goals, this land is your land.